Hello there, welcome to another episode of the Deal Hound Club. I got some more deals for you. You can make some money today. So like and subscribe if you like this channel. I'm committed to growing this thing up and finding all the best deals on Facebook Marketplace that we possibly can. Going back to some of the deals we've already covered, you can see that they sold this one here. This one I went back and forth on, remember, and I said it should be around 800. Well, he's got it down to 1,000 firm this time. It was 1,500, so that one might be if you're interested. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, this one sold pretty quickly. These two haven't sold. Again, remember these were on the fence. These were just cool. This one's super rare here. They didn't even build 2,000 of these cars. So if you watched the previous episode, you know that this one is looks like it's still available, guys. So I would I'd entertain that one for sure. And okay, so this week we're going across, and I found this one here. This is a no-brainer, in my opinion. Anytime you can find a two-door, two-door 60s car, that short blocks in the car, has no head, so it needs motor, needs full restoration, but it's only $1,500. So and because it's in Mesa, it's going to be pretty rust free. So this is a good car. Finding a drivetrain for this thing is no problem. I mean, you can find a running driving 302 and a transmission for $1,000. So you can slap that in there and you instantly got yourself a running driving 66 Mercury Capri, and that's pushing 4,500 at that point. So yeah, I mean you can make this as much as you want or as little as you want. This one just sold. I don't understand. This one was too good of a deal. I don't know why it didn't last long at all. And I'm not sure why it says it's listed 3 years ago. That's not true. This thing just popped up, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm saving that one." And it was a running driving truck, and it was a Lariat leather. And, not the most desirable years, but $1,000 for a running driving crew cab F-150. That was a no-brainer. So anyway, that one sold. So we won't spend much time on that one. This one I just saved because I not for you guys, but I just want to see. Well, it is for you guys. I want to see how long it'll take to sell this one. This is kind of a unique one. Never, somebody put the step sign on it. This is out of a half ton. They never, these F-250s are pretty rare. They built these only a couple of years, 97, the old body style, having crew cab short beds. They only came in F-250s. You could get them with a 460, or you can get them with a 7.3 diesel. This one is the 460, and I'm just kind of curious to see how long it'll last before it sells, because these crew cab short beds are pretty desirable. But but I've never seen one with a step side. Obviously, somebody added that. I'm just kind of curious. Want to keep an eye on it and see how long that one lasts. Oh, geez, this one sold too. Good grief, man. Okay, this one was a no-brainer too. This was a 2002 Lexus. Had a dead battery. And there was some sort of electronic short in it, but it was only $650. So yeah, that one was a no-brainer. I mean, jeez, that's a $3,000 ride. So this one I'm on the fence on, but hear me out on this one. Okay, so the toughest part about these cars, these GTOs, is finding rust-free ones. I mean, most of them are just rotted to nothing, man. You can find a $5,000 GTO, but chances are it needs trunk, needs quarters, floor pans, stuff like that. So this one is not that case. And you can see right here, it's an Albuquerque. If you guys want this one, he does have the front end. It says in here he does have the front nose piece and headlight and grill and all that stuff. It is a Ram Air GTO. got a run and driving motor. It runs and drives, automatic on the floor. I just, these cars are going ridiculous. I mean, they're getting up into the $40,000 range. Um, Even more than that. I seen a judge going for 80 some thousand the other day. So, obviously this isn't a judge, so keep that in mind. But it does have the hideaway headlights. It is an AC car. It is the right colors too. I mean, this is really cool color, orange with white interior, kind of cool color. Um, anyway, does it did it have the spoiler? See, two pictures now. One had the spoiler, one didn't. I saw two different pictures here. Let's go back through. Yeah, see, this one has the spoiler on it. Spoiler. And see, the spoiler is bolted to the trunk. And then I could swear, okay, so yeah, it does have the trunk lid holes there. So they're there. So the spoiler, somebody removed it on this picture, but it's still there. I'm not sure if it was originally an orange car. He said it was painted back in '95. May have been a white on white car. As I see white. Like right in here, you can see the white. And I saw white on the hood. Yeah, you see white here. So this may have been a white on white car, which is still nice looking GTO, white on white. Anyway, I think there's money to be made on this one. You're gonna have to put a little work into it. You may have to talk him down a couple of grand, but there's definitely room on those. Those are definitely highly desirable, the GTOs. You know how I feel about these elements, guys. If you've been following along at all, apparently he's moving. I don't know, speak Spanish here, guys. Apparently he's moving, but it runs and drives. Has some spots on the hood. I'm not sure if this is an all-wheel drive one or just a front-wheel drive one, but it's $900, and these generally are selling between $3,000 and $5,000. So you've got some room on this one, depending on what the interior looks like and all that stuff, But it is a nice color, and I don't see any major body damage, so I think you might be good on this one. Of course, you got to do your own due diligence, but that's a good deal on that one, from what I can tell. Let's see here. Okay, so this one I saved today. This is interesting. The motor itself is really interesting. It's a 396 Chevy with 427 heads, board stroked, porta polished, blueprinted. I mean, honestly, the motor is probably worth more than the asking price of the car. If it was me, I would pull the motor. I would clean up the motor. I would get as much documentation on this extensive work that was done to this motor, and I'd literally probably just sell the motor, and go get a Pontiac 400 and put in it, and you'd still be ahead. I mean, this thing running and driving in this condition, in this shape, running and driving should sell for about $6,000 to $8,000. And so I think, obviously so what I would do is I'd pull the motor out and I'd sell this motor for $3,000, $3,500. That way you're at the break even point, or you're at the free point. Then go find a 400 and an automatic, drop it in there, and then go sell this car for, $6,500 pretty quick. Running and driving. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so you know how I feel about these old Nissans, these old Datsun pickups. They are getting quite a following on these, and this is actually pretty clean. He claims it's got a rusty bed, but this is not bad for this body style bed. That's pretty common on these. He says the transmission needs some work, but it has a spare transmission in the bed. But honestly, guys, these done right, put some rust stopper here, blacken that up, and just clean this thing up, detail it out, get rid of this. You put a new carpet, redo the seats. This thing running and driving though in good condition, in this condition is, well, when I say this condition, I mean the body. The interior is what needs work. I would put a new carpet kit. I would put new seats covers in it. Put the transmission in it, get it running and driving, and you can ask 65 for this. Pretty easy. See, this is Louisiana, so they got this mold everywhere. I would just clean all this up, dry this thing out, clean this all up, put new carpet in it, or power wash this carpet. This carpet may just need a good power wash and then dry it out and put it back in. But it is an extended cab, 4-wheel drive, 84. It's a pretty sought after truck in the Nissan world. So if it was me, that's what I would do. All right, and last but not least, okay, hear me out on this one, guys. I know this is a little bit on the higher side than we normally do, but I really think that he's leaving money on the table on this one. I think that this one you could easily be asking 55 for it. I've seen these things going for all the way up to the 80s, 75, $80,000. But if you look, this has got all the right parts. It is power brakes, power steering, air condition. It has everything that you'd want on one of these to make these a nice driver. 302, it looks stock under the hood. It's got that original look. It's got really nice interior. My only hang up on it, and the only reason why I don't think it's going to go for the big money, is you got a few things. You got right down here. The bumper doesn't quite look straight, looks tweaked, aftermarket. These are things you could fix if you want and bring bigger money. But there was something else I can't remember. Sorry, but looking at so many vehicles. I think it was the interior. Yeah, the paint. See this? This has got a lot of orange peel in it. I'm not sure that's going to bring the big bucks when push comes to shove. It's not going to, when I say big bucks, it's not going to bring the 65 plus. But it'll definitely bring 55,000. So I think, I know it's kind of crazy even saying that out loud sometimes on these old Broncos. I remember when you could buy these for $5,000 all day long. 10 grand in this condition all day long. So, but anyway, so this is, it is a 5-speed, 4-wheel drive. So somebody upgraded the transmission. I'd want to know about the front axle, so that's the one thing that he doesn't mention, because I believe 72 still had the closed knuckle drum brake, but it's got power brake. So I'm assuming somebody's upgraded the front Dana to a 44 open knuckle with disc brakes is what I'm hoping for. If that's been done already, then I would say it's definitely worth 45. Of course, I'd try to talk them down to 40. And then list it for 50. I don't know. I'd list it for 55, and be willing to take 50 for it. So, yeah, that's a nice one. But that's where I sit on these guys. Sorry, I usually have more, but I had more, but they disappeared. So like I said, the more I save them, the faster they go. This one sold. I knew this one was going to sell. I'm surprised Cadillac hasn't sold. This one, I'm still surprised that one hasn't sold. These two Cadillacs should sell pretty quicker than that. I just think it's the pictures and the way they got it advertised. Somebody should really reach out on this Lexus and see what's going on in this one. We talked about this before. It doesn't run or something. I can't remember what the deal is. But I talked about it in a previous episode if you want to go see. But as far as the money on these, I think the easiest money right now, honestly, is this Bronco. And if the Bronco's more than you want to spend, I don't think you go wrong with the Trans Am. Well, I don't think you go wrong with any of them, really. Obviously, $900 for an Element, that would be probably the quick money right there. Just buy that Element for $900, make sure it's running, driving, all that stuff, and list it for $3,000 real quick and get it sold. And, make yourself a couple grand real quick. That'd probably be the fastest money out of all these. All right, guys. I'll talk to you next week. Take care. Or next episode. I don't know when it'll be. I just keep saving them, and as soon as I get enough of them saved, I'll post up another episode. Take care.